All right, real quick, I just want to show you why do we use that jig, this little clampy thing that we had to make our grind line straight. You see that? See how crisp this is here? We got a real straight line. And if you didn't have that on there, your lines, they would look like crap. So now when you look this way from the front end of the blade, they're even on both sides, right? So that's what the goal is. Now what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna use a magnet. I've shown in my other videos. If not, this is just it's a 100-pound magnet from Harbor Freight. It's probably a little bit too much, but I kind of lay into my grinder. I really hog it in there trying to get it done, And I put painter's tape on here to keep from scratching my blade. So I'm gonna go back down to my 80 grit belt, and I'm gonna take this and lay it flat against the belt, and we're gonna lay the tip on there first. So I'm going to put it against the grinder, and I'm going to lean it into the belt because I want to basically make a wedge tip to right above the handle. And that's going to take weight out. That's the biggest thing. And that way you can get your chef's knife really balanced. But also, that's going to leave this portion here thick for taking bones, and separating knuckles on chickens, any deer, whatever. This might look a little crazy because it's short, but it's still gonna have the same effect. So you'll have your tip will be thin, nice and thin, to be able to do detailed cut works, filleting fish, cutting up little small vegetables, mincing garlic, little small stuff, and then in the back you're still gonna have that thick part of the blade to be able to pop through your bones. So I'm gonna knock that out real quick. I should have changed my belt, but I didn't. Anyway, I'm gonna do that real quick. We're gonna knock the distal tapers out, and then we're gonna get to prettying everything else up. Stand by. I'll change the belt out because I forgot to do that. Back to the 80. I'm going to say it again. I don't know if you guys have watched my other videos or not, but there's a 3-pack of belts that you can get from Texas Sharpening Supplies with the Norton Blaze belts. Yes, they're expensive, but listen, it's a 36, a 80, and a 120. I only finished down to 120 before I heat treat because I'm going to have to grind forge scale and all that crap off anyway. So, make it easier on myself. I'm going to go 50% on the grinder. Here we go. it's 8 minutes. Try to keep this short. All right, so what you can see, now we got grind lines going this way, but I ground out a lot more on this. And you can probably see in that video, it's considerably thicker here towards the tip. And if you could feel the difference in the blade, if you're building this along with me, I mean, it feels fast. And that's the difference in making sure that you get the balance right on your blade. That distal taper really, really helps to keeping your knives from being handle heavy. So that's it. That's putting a distal taper in. I'm going to clean this up. You know what that looks like. I'm going to put the jig back on so I keep my grind straight and clean this up back down to 120. And then we'll be ready to go in the forge. And we'll pick up there. Bye.